Hello everyone, welcome to Mercury in the 10th house of your chart. The video is good for you if Mercury is placed 10 houses away from your ascendant or indeed from your moon sign. It's also good for a Western chart. Just make sure you have sign for a house system. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to sub below and let's begin. Firstly, what is the 10th house in our chart, everyone? It's a house of our karmas, of our actions in this life, what we are destined to perform, and indeed how people will remember us by the deeds we've done in the world. While we are alive, it's how people view us, how people see us right now. What is our status in life? What is our prominence or not? What job, what profession do we carry out? Are we an office worker? Are we a lawyer? Are we a teacher, doctor, truck driver, cleaner, CEO? Whatever it is, the 10th house shows how people see us as we commit to our deeds in this world. And actually the 10th house has 4 karakas because it is the most important house in the chart. Mercury, in fact, is one of the karakas as he represents the skill we need to do our work well. Sun is the other, representing power, prominence, Jupiter, education, and Saturn, the ability to work hard and long hours. And who is Mercury? Mercury in the Vedic system is known as Buddha. He is a son of Tara, but she was the wife of Jupiter, and she had an affair with Chandra, the moon. This was, however, described as a rape in actuality, and coming about outside of marriage in this difficult way, he had to use all of his charm and his wit and his beauty to get into the good books of his stepfather, Jupiter. But Jupiter was kind to Mercury and gave him the most incredible knowledge of how to actually make things work in this material realm. Particularly, he gave him rulership over the earth element, including plants and nature. Mercury rules adaptability, travel, business, money dealings, the rational mind, intelligence, learning, dexterity, and memory itself. Mercury has supreme organization skills. He rules language and all communication, both written and spoken. He is a karaka for friends in our chart and also for the sister. Mercury is well placed when he's in the 10th house of the chart. He enjoys to be in the house of reputation and profession and job because he's so skilled in every way and such a versatile planet. But of course, the sign placement will tell you everything about how this will go for you. Please check Mercury karmas in all signs. I will link the video below and at the end. And if Mercury should be retrograde, also check out the meaning of Mercury retrograde. I will link also that video below. Mercury is an entirely versatile planet. So in the 10th house, you could represent virtually every profession under the sun. But one thing for sure, you will only feel truly happy in your working life when you get yourself skilled up. The question is, what direction do you go in? Mercury here can take a long time to find your true vocation in life because he's a youthful planet. You can have many jobs, many different occupations when you are young. You can just keep on jumping around sometimes from one to the other. Very often you completely change profession after Mercury matures at age 32. At the maturity of Mercury, you decide to get yourself skilled up in the right area. So 30s, late 30s and 40s are very important. It's very likely that your communication skill will be the absolute key to your success in whatever line you go into. You have the ability to communicate ideas perfectly, concisely, and very, very systematically by this Mercury. So teaching, lecturing, anything where you are communicating ideas, educating is perfect. But there are so many other things. The main thing is that your communication is what makes you stand out from the crowd in your work situation. Mercury 10th is also very good for business, self-employment, but what you're ideally looking for is some connection to the 7th house lord, which is the planet of business itself and the marketplace as well, because 7th house is where we exchange goods. So most definitely though, Mercury gives you a business acumen in this house, but often you can be in various forms of employment at one time. I've seen many people who have part-time jobs and do business as well, or people who've got full-time jobs and have a second occupation. Mercury is the greatest multitasker you could ever imagine. And Mercury is a restless planet, so you like a job where there's always something new happening every day. It's got to be an enjoyable and interesting job. You can't just be sitting behind a desk doing the routine thing. Mercury will easily become bored. There has to be laughter, there has to be friendship, there has to be enjoyment for you to really enjoy any occupation in any capacity. Mercury often gets great success here working with the Karaka areas of Mercury, like working with children, adolescents, working in education, working in travel industry with mathematics, business, computers, internet, in some way using your intelligence and your inventiveness. You always find solution to problems, and this is one of the reasons why you can get success and promotion with this Mercury. It's a great placement for anybody in negotiating situations, negotiating with superiors, etc. You do this very, very aptly. And it's also fantastic for management. You deal with people normally very well, unless there is severe malefic affliction. Now, Mercury's 7th aspect shows Mercury's desire, strong desire, and it's gone on to the 4th house of the chart, to the mother, to the home, to the country of origin, and the domestic situation. This can be favorable, but also is a little bit of a mixed bag. It's certainly quite favorable when you have benefics in this 4th house, like Moon, Venus, Jupiter aspecting mutually to Mercury. This gives a real feeling of happiness in your home, in your country of origin, in your place of birth, and a very good connection with your mother. However, when there are malefics, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, Shani in this 4th house, or even still with Mercury 10th house aspecting, it's a disconnection with the mother. It's a real difficult communication, and it's also difficult to find peace and happiness in your domestic situation. This can happen for everybody with this Mercury aspect to the 4th house, malefics or benefics here, whatever the situation, because not until Mercury matures at age 32 do you finally find that stability in your home. Mercury, of course, is business, and very often business is actually taking place in the home, and you don't see distinction really between office and home. They sort of merge in together. You like to take work home with you. You can even have a desk at home. You enjoy to keep on working. Mercury is restless. He doesn't really even want to retire. Mercury makes you active in your retirement, definitely. You can start a whole new business from home at this time in your 50s, 60s. You just want to keep busy, and you just definitely want to keep involved. So because Mercury represents different streams of money coming into your life, aspecting the 4th house, there's always a new flow of income. You're so versatile that you are never without some way to earn a living, really, no matter what your age. Check out Mercury Karmas in all signs up on your screen right now. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to sub below. Goodbye for now, and God bless everyone.